Okay, with Robert Xavier Clark, Black People Don't Tango is a short film played at the Feedback Film Festival. Let's just talk about the title. The Black people tango, don't they?
Actually, yes, that's the whole point of the movie. The whole point of the I mean, I'm sure I don't know if you know, but I'll just tell you anyways. The short film is based on a short story about my parents who tango, and so that was sort of an inside joke, obviously. Um, but yeah, so the whole title is sort of a play on stereotypes and preconceived notions, and a lot of people say like, "Oh, black people don't do this, black people don't do this, or blondes don't do this, or women can't do that,"
Sure.
and it's just
Yeah.
sort of a play on that a little bit.
White man can't jump, right?
White man can't exactly the perfect
Yeah.
example. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Even though some of them can, right? But
right. I think Larry
you
Bird could
pause
jump.
there for like five
Yeah,
seconds. It's
I was
like,
thinking
okay.
Larry
Yeah.
Bird could jump. I know that's for sure.
Yeah. But the white basketball players, generally speaking, are not great jumpers. Let's put it that way, right?
Right. Well,
Yeah.
if you say,
Okay,
but
I can
I'm
say
not.
that, you can't.
I won't touch that one. But go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm allowed to say that, right? So I'm looking at I'm thinking all the great rebounders of our time. They're not the way, even like Lambeer. I don't know if you're old enough to remember. He didn't really
Uh,
jump. He just kind of like moved his arms and basically just kind of swayed into the rebounding. So,
right.
all
Right.
right, let's talk about Tango. So let's talk about the film. Was this film made in Argentina or no?
No, so it actually wasn't. It was shot in Augusta, Georgia. That's where I'm from. But I did go to Argentina with my family, so that kind of
Okay.
inspired that. But in the film, we pretend like we went to Argentina, um, which is funny because when I was working with the editor, I said I had like three goals. I don't even remember what all of them were,
Yeah.
but I know the first one was I want someone to ask if we actually went to Argentina, and you're like the 20th person that's asked, so I feel like that's a check mark. Like we
Check mark. Yeah.
definitely,
What's the other two
yeah.
goals?
Like, I can't remember what the other ones were, to be honest. I think I wanted to make people laugh at certain points and have people go back to the short story was probably another one, but it's been so long. I just remember that was the big one. Was people need to
Is
ask
this
us if we actually went to
Is
Argentina.
it fair to say that this is kind of a love story towards your parents?
Yeah, I could say that. I could say that. I mean, in a way, it is. You mean like from me to them, or between
Yeah, for
them?
you to them, like you're showing your parents' origin story in many ways.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, 100%. I mean, yeah, I thought it was interesting. I didn't know if other people would think it was interesting, but my parents are like the coolest people. Obviously, they inspired me a lot. And so, in a big way, it was to sort of showcase this aspect of them and this part of their relationship, as well as try to entertain people. Um, so, I would definitely say that 100%.
So they started off not being good dancers. Let's put it that way, right?
Depends on who you ask.
Well, according to the movie I'm
Uh,
watching or watched, they were
well,
not very good dancers at the beginning.
so my mom would argue that she was always a good dancer.
Okay.
Uh, I think without question, my dad, he had a little more work to do. And that's kind of obviously you've seen kind of the punchline of the whole film. Uh, which, most people think black guys can dance. So, there's a
Yeah.
little irony there too, potentially. But as far as tango dancing, he had a lot of work to do. My mom, I think she was maybe a little more natural, kind of, but I don't know how much you know about tango or
Yeah.
dance in general, but you have a leader and you have a follower. So it's a little harder for the leader. There's a lot
The
more
male is
to it.
usually the leader, right?
Male is usually the leader,
Yeah.
correct? Yeah. Women can, of course, lead if they want, but usually the follower is following the leader. And
Yeah.
so there's kind of that dynamic as well.
But your dad's kind of a smart guy, right? Like he's educated, he's accomplished. So, but he just couldn't do this. He couldn't figure out this tango, I guess, right?
Yeah, he had some mental blocks, I think, about
Yeah.
it, about kind of letting go. But it's tough, man. I mean, tango is a challenging dance, and even dancers will tell you that tango's tough. It's not like West Coast swing or other types of dance where it's sort of like a two-step, and you kind of just tango. You've got to lead a certain way with your chest, and you've got to be very conscious of your partner's feet and their body, and But yeah, my dad is a super smart guy, and now if you saw him now, I mean, he would blow you away with his tango dancing. But in the beginning, not so good.
So that's the origin story, I guess, right? Like what do you think your dad's motivation was to become a dancer? Because usually you're like, oh, I'm not good at this, I'll move on to something else.
Yeah. Well, so in real life versus the story, I'll start kind of quickly go do it like that. Like in the
Yeah,
story, the idea was that he was doing something for his wife, but also it was really just like a competitive thing. Like us as guys, sometimes it's like, oh, I'm not going to have people making fun of me or not be good at
gotcha.
something.
Ego.
Um, ego, exactly,
Yeah,
exactly, 100% ego. I think in real life it was more like it was something that they were kind of doing together. Because in the short film, the character is technically not my dad, but I mean he's played by my dad, he's
yeah.
inspired from my dad. He kind of goes off and does his own sort of
He
secret.
learns, yeah, he goes to a professional dancer and teaches
Yeah,
them.
right. Yeah. So whereas in real life they did it together.
Yeah.
It was a joint thing. So I mean it was something that they were doing together.
It is funny. And I'll check another box of yours that when he is wearing he's when he's at the office and he's holding the laptop and he's dancing, and then there's that person comes out of the door. That's a funny moment, right? So you got me laughing
Uh,
there, right?
so yeah,
Like, what
that's
the
funny.
hell is he doing? Right?
Oh
So,
yeah. Oh yeah.
because yeah, it's good. It's funny. So then you kind of have this montage of him learning, I guess, right? Kind of like the Rocky
Right.
moment. He's becoming a better
Exactly.
better dancer, right?
Exactly. Yeah. We thought about maybe having him run up the stairs, but
Is there
it's
like,
not
yeah,
good.
is there Argentina like kind of comparison to Philadelphia, I guess, or but yeah.
There. I don't know if you've ever been there. If not, I highly recommend Buenos Aires. It's like the coolest city, and I think were a couple of spots that we probably could have faked, but
Okay.
yeah, I'm still there.
Okay, so then he does it's almost like in the film he's doing it for the love of his wife, I guess, right? Part ego, part because he loves his wife and he wants to connect with his wife, I guess, right?
100%, 100%. And so a little bit of backstory, not that it's super relevant, but before there was so originally there was a short story, like I told you, and
Yeah.
then I wrote a like feature film. Um, and then we kind of did the short after. We being like my mom, she's the big force behind the Black People Don't Tango sort of story, and so in the feature film, that whole sort of doing it for the wife versus ego is like it's a much bigger aspect.
Yeah.
In the short, it's sort of more just kind of more funny. It's just like a comedic. He's kind of just doing it maybe for just pure competitive ego. And then the
Yeah.
fact that he's doing this for his wife is almost sort of a secondary kind of thing.
Okay, so Lucinda Clark, that's your mom.
That's my mom, yeah.
So and is that your dad in the film? That's your dad in the film as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you cast your parents in the film.
Yeah. And my mom is actually playing two roles if you look closely. She's the lady in the beginning, who kind of plays sort of like a sorority sister of the mom character, and then she plays the dance partner drama of my dad's instructor, kind of
Yeah.
towards the middle.
So okay, so then what did you kind of like ask them the hey, would you want to be in the film? They have acting experience? Like how did that all come about?
No, no acting experience. Yeah, yeah, that was actually a pretty interesting saga. Originally, we kind of eyed some other sort of more traditional actors in the local Augusta area and just sort of different people. But ended up landing on my dad, and he's kind of perfect for the role. I mean, he's got good comedic timing. Uh, pretty good actor actually. And then same thing with my mom. It was sort of we need people, strap up, hop up in there, and you know start hitting your marks. And I think they did a pretty good job.
Yeah, and like how was the filmmaking experience? Like telling your parents what to do?
Oh man, that was my favorite part. That was my sit there and shut. Not just kidding. Um, so it was interesting. Most of the people in the film aren't um, classically trained actors. So for a lot
Yeah.
of the people in the film, it was and that's probably pretty typical for a lot of short films. especially some of the shorts that you probably see, like maybe not professional actors. Um, and I was really a kind of a first time director. I'd done, little other stuff with friends and skits and smaller stuff. So um, that whole experience was challenging, if I'm being honest, trying to get people to hit their marks and say the lines and have a certain rhythm when they're doing it and realize that we may have to shoot this over and over. But as people got comfortable, it became a lot smoother because we shot the whole thing over about 3 days. Um, so we shot it on like a Saturday or Sunday, then took a week off, and then did a Saturday, Sunday, 3 days. So it was challenging, but it was fun. It was a good time.
But your mom, you said your mom's also the producer of the film. She was the instigator of getting the film made.
100% the instigator. So my mom, Renaissance woman, she has a small press, small publishing company. And so she originally published a short story in one of her anthologies because I sort of just
Okay.
wrote the short story. Um, I don't even remember why I wrote it. It was almost just like I just was kind of compelled to write the story. And so then she published it because she thought it was great, and a lot of people ended up reading it, which was funny. And people would always tell me that they'd read it and thought it was funny. And then she convinced me to do a short film, um, which is why she was the executive producer. So she was 100% the instigator of the film, 100%.
Yeah, so she's a poet, publisher, producer. She's made more films since this film, I guess, too, right?
That's funny, yeah. She's a triple P for sure. Poet, publisher, producer, 100%. And she's done it. Yeah, she's done more films now. She's working on documentary with some people from I believe it's Uruguay. She's working on another shorter film here in Augusta, Georgia. Uh, she's got a few other projects that she's working on.
And
I don't
she's
know how many books she published, but a lot,
because she submitted the
over
film
20.
to like she's the one who submitted the film to the festival, right? So
Correct. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
so
She's
you
in
kind of
all
added
the submissions.
it's almost like you
Yeah. All
started
the
the
submissions
spark
are.
with her, like to make more movies, I guess.
I hope so, man. I mean, I hope so. I mean, there's a lot of books that she's published that I think would make great book to film projects. So I hope to see that happen for sure.
What about you? Are you going to make more movies?
I've got a few ideas, definitely a few ideas for some films uh, that hopefully I can get off the ground next couple years. Hopefully,
Yeah. So you guys are based in Georgia, correct?
that's correct. Yep,
You're in Augusta or
Augusta, Georgia. Yeah, I spent some time in Tampa, Florida as well, but
yeah,
primarily Augusta, Georgia, kind of back and forth.
home of the Masters?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
You ever played on that course, or are you allowed to, or
No,
meaning
yeah,
that
you
like
got to
I know it's a
go.
private club, meaning that are you like
Yeah, it's one of the most exclusive golf
yeah,
clubs in the world. As you probably, yeah, I mean, but I've been to the Masters, so I've been on the course a couple times.
yeah.
One of my goals is to maybe get invited out there. I got to work on my game
I
a little
think
bit.
that there should be a law, whoever the mayor of Augusta is, that anybody who resides there or is from there should be able to play on the golf course.
I agree. I think
Yeah.
that's a great rule.
No, come on, give me a break, right? Like think about the like there, you know what I mean? Like you're funding, you're helping that area out. You're helping the prestige, I guess, of it, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. The Masters is a huge deal. I didn't appreciate it growing up. I mean, I did, but as you get older and you kind of leave, and experience people from other places, and everyone's heard of the Masters, and
Yeah,
it's like a lifelong goal of people to go, and you're like, oh yeah, like I
yeah.
grew up there, so
It's
it's a
funny
big
how
deal.
yeah,
You don't appreciate
I'm
it.
from Niagara Falls, and it's like, oh yeah, everybody goes.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you've probably been there like 30 times. So, yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine. Fine.
So okay, so then your mom's like started your mom's producing career. You're like doing directing. So like this seems like a pretty like cool kind of project. It's like kind of like started out these other things. Like you said, you have a feature script based on this idea as well, or
Yep. Yeah. Future script, which kind of, that's sort of why I guess in a weird way we did the short, at least from my mom, sort of her uh, kind of convincing me. It's like, hey, you got a feature script, do a short, kind of can serve as a proof of concept.
Yeah.
Um, but also it can maybe stand on its own. So that sort of was like maybe a two for one. But yeah, I mean, Black People Don't Tango has been really, really great. I really enjoyed everything that's come from it. Um, like I said, big shout out to my mom. She's a huge part of it. My dad as well being in it and really helping sort of carry it and all the people
What did
that
your
worked
dad
on
think
it.
of the film when he saw it?
I think he liked it. I think yeah, sometimes I think people know him from it, which is kind of funny. Like I think there's some people who know him as Dr. James Walker more than they
Yeah.
know him. But I think it's a small percentage, but there's few people who kind of know him from that, which is hilarious to me.
But is he a doctor in real life?
Yeah, he's a doctor in real life.
What's his expertise? What's he a doctor of?
Like family medicine, family doctor.
Oh, okay. He's a family doctor.
Yeah,
Did you ever think about getting into the family business?
a little bit. I mean, when I was a kid, not so much. I wasn't really drawn to it as much, but sometimes.
My son wants to be, he's 7 years old. He's been wanting to be a doctor for the last 2 years of his life.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You gotta cultivate it, man.
He's got the smarts, like, well, he's my kid, so basically everybody he's like way above like on math. Like he's like grade one, but he's like in a grade four, grade five level, so he's on his way.
Oh, that's awesome. So you're in Canada, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's probably good healthcare up there.
You ever been there? You ever been to Canada?
No, I've been to Canada one time. It was like
Yeah.
Vancouver. Uh, and it was because we were in Seattle area and kind of drove up.
Yeah, of
I
course. Yeah.
loved it. I love Vancouver. That was a long time ago. I would love to go back.
You like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no matter what they say, the propaganda people say, it does have Canada does have good healthcare, right? So
Oh yeah. Oh
I know it's
yeah.
a big
That's what I
topic in
hear,
the
man.
United States right now.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll stay away from that one, but yeah, huge topic.
I think we line politically. I think so. I have a feeling we do, right? So
Hey, the facts are the facts, man. That's all I'll say. Hey, healthcare's good up there. That's all I'm saying.
all right, man. I think you should be making more films, though. I think you should get going. I think you should do another short and get the greases going. You got to keep doing.
No, I agree. Yeah, yeah. I appreciate you saying that. So I mean, all the encouragement is. I definitely want to. So um, hopefully, we can make it happen. As you know, it's not easy making films, so
Yeah,
it's
it's
it's a
not.
challenge. Yeah, a lot of people think it is until you do it, and you're like, nah, this is a challenge, but it's fun. I definitely hope to make some more.
All right, man. Well, I hope you enjoyed the experience with us so far and the audience feedback video and everything. And let's talk again when you make your next
Oh
film.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, appreciate you having me. Really do.